Sup shitters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews where today I'm going to be checking out a track by an act named Molchat Doma titled Sudno. Switch over to here, we got it on YouTube, we got ourselves a music video for Sudno with English lyrics. You got the lyrics here and then with visual window. We'll get into the lyrics later on, we'll listen to the music first. We're going to listen to this track from start to finish and hear what we think, and just additionally, basically this Russian act has this video, and when I do these reviews, I don't typically review the music video itself. I typically focus on the audio, the musical side of things. So I won't be talking too much about the video itself. I'll basically be focusing on the music and the song and everything related to that. But without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, I'm loving how peppy and boppy and energetic those drums are, eh? Really kind of sick, kind of 80s kind of synthwave kind of groove to it. Oh. And then with Vessel Windows, bedside table bed. Oh, this is that kind of new wave kind of stuff, isn't it? Living hard and not comfortable, but it's cozy to die. The guitar is so ominous and dark and sort of sinister, isn't it? And the bass as well. The bass sits really well in the mix. It's nicely sidechained by the drums. Oh, I'm starting to learn more about the genre and how it works. It's really just kind of bass, guitar. There's sort of some sort of synthetic elements, but effectively, he's got this kind of triad of different, quietly drifting from the tab. Life is disheveled like, oh, that's a bit spicy, isn't it? Yeah, it's very melancholic. Not a massive fan of being alive, is it? Wow. And you just have these breaks with the dum, 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 like a fast heartbeat, man. I liked how the vocalist did go up in the range for that bit. I think it was a nice sort of shift. Look into the eyes and burst into tears and never die. I wonder what this is talking about. Enameled vessel, window, bedside table, bed. Oh, right. So, like, this person basically wants to die. Their life is a struggle. They're just stuck in their home. They're stuck where they are. They can't move. They're in a rut. I'm like, da-da-da-da. There's a really kind of positive, kind of weird aspect to this. It's almost like this person is finding sort of a positivity, a cheeriness in the prospect of not sort of existing anymore. Or they've come to peace with it. That's kind of a weird kind of thing to sort of like digest. It's such a catchy synth melody to it. It's such a weird, catchy synth melody to it. I kind of adore it. I like the raw kind of organic tone to the mixing and mastering. There's a grittiness to it. There's a dirtiness to the way that this has been produced, and I adore it. I'm glad that it's been mastered intelligently. I think that, like, if you had not been careful enough with the way that you put all these elements together in the final master, it would have been kind of off-putting having these bright elements with, like, the kind of the analog sort of recorded guitars and vocals and all that kind of stuff. But I dig it. Very clever track, Molchat Doma, Sudno. I dig it. It's pretty classy. I am really starting to get into this kind of music. It's just very different than what I typically will review or listen to, and I think that that's a refreshing, important thing. It's important to expand your palette as a music listener as well as a reviewer. The musical performances involved there were very solid. I don't have any complaints about how the instruments were played. The vocals are fairly easy to follow along to. There wasn't a whole lot of range in the melody in terms of the notes within each section. We did go up in that range for like the chorus bits. Stayed da 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 da. You kind of da da da, kind of octave shifts really between like the verses and the choruses, which were dope. And there's a few sort of bands in this genre who kind of sing like this. I think it's actually really smart. You focus more on the message rather than trying to sort of impress people with how well you can sing. There's obviously dynamic range to it, but yeah, very very clever, very cool. Thank you for checking out this review though of Molchat Doma. Sudno. Hopefully I haven't butchered the pronunciation of that. Very kind of very not especially positive material to be singing about or to be listening to, but that's the experience. Oh, okay. So I just read through a comment, and basically, like, it's more about the guy's in a hospital bed or something like that, and he tried to kill himself but couldn't, and he's kind of thinking, hey, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. This stuff is sort of open to interpretation, but I look forward to hearing your thoughts on it. But thank you for watching this review again of Molchat Doma. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Stay cool, stay safe, and please also remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever. And yeah, a special shout out to Molchat Doma with Sudno. I can't imagine how this would have been recorded. I'm trying to sort of gauge the size of the act, how many people were involved with it. It'd be interesting to know more. I might go do some extracurricular research. And just as a final note, I know that I've done the conclusion. I usually say spider hands out here, but just the way that the track has been set out and the format of it with the verse, chorus, and the instrumentals either side, I think is clever. I think it's as long as it needed to be at 2 minutes. It sort of communicated the message of the song well. And yeah, you don't really need longer than 2 minutes if you're kind of telling your story within that time and the music's engaging enough. But anyways, I digress. Spider hands out.